Hey guys, so this page serves as a summary of the different methods of solving quadratic equations. So method 1 is graphing. You can see solutions, but you cannot always get an exact solution. Factoring is always a good method to try first, but if you can't factor, you kind of run into some issues. Using square roots works when your b value is 0. Completing the square, that's the one topic we did not practice this year. It always works, but you will practice in Algebra 2 this method. And the quadratic formula, we just practiced this unit. So when we're solving quadratic equations, the most common ones that we will use will be factoring, square roots, and the quadratic formula. Graphing will usually be something specific that I ask you to do. So if we wanted to summarize and see which methods would you use to solve each equation, justify your reasoning. So if I'm looking at this problem first, the first thing I'm going to see is, can I factor? Do I know two numbers that multiply to make 12 and add to make -8? Yes, those numbers are -6 and -2. So I can quickly see that x is 6 and 2. So factoring is quick on this problem. Now this problem here, I see there is no b term, so I would quickly divide by 169. So now I have x squared equals 36 over 169, and then use square roots to solve. So x equals plus or minus 6 over 13. So this one was square roots because b equals 0. And now if I looked at part C, if I tried to factor 5 multiplied by -1 is -5, there aren't any two numbers where you would be able to multiply to make -5 and add to make 13. So you can't factor. So if I multiply these two, and you can't get these two numbers to work out, that's how you know you cannot factor. Guess and check, you could get there too. So the b term is not 0, so I can't use square roots. So all I can do is use the quadratic formula. X equals -13 plus or minus the square root of 13 squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a. And then you could simplify, but I'm going to not do that to save a little time. So choose the best method based on how the problem looks.